2017 season. What? Oh, yeah. Before we start with the draw for the regular season groups, let me run through a few principles regarding the draw. 25 clubs have registered for the FIBA Europe Cup season 2016-17. Those have been divided into two conferences, which to the maximum extent possible are based on geographical proximity, but also depend on the number of clubs registered per country. Kamil will start. One more time the question, Sinead, do you want to come up before I start explaining or after? Yeah, okay. Additionally to those 25 clubs, 17 clubs from the Basketball Champions League qualification rounds will join the competition before the start of the regular season. 9 clubs in Conference 1 and 8 clubs in Conference 2. One qualifier pairing per conference will be played to reduce the total number of clubs to 40, which that means we will have 10 groups of 4. The qualifier pairings were determined on the basis of the club's participation and results in European club competitions in the past years, as well as the club's ranking in the domestic league in the past season. I'll scratch that last sentence. Why? Why you laugh? Club's participation and results in the European competitions in the past years. Because before it was the 7th of Lithuania playing the 10th of Turkey. Now it's the vice champion of Romania. So the club's ranking in the domestic league. Yeah. Is not an argument for them playing qualification. Never mind. The qualifier pairings are in conference. Yeah. The qualifier pairings are in Conference 1, Hungarian derby between Aegis Kerment and Sopron. The higher ranked team, in this case Kerment, will play the return leg at home. In Conference 2, it will be the pairing Demir Insat from Turkey versus BC Mureș from Romania. Where do I say that there was a change? Before I start naming the pairing. Okay, last minute change. In Conference 2, there was a last minute change with the qualifier pairing. After the withdrawal of the Lithuanian club BC Lietkabelis, we have replaced that club with the Romanian team BC Mureș, which means that the qualifier pairing in Conference 2 will be Demir Insat from Turkey versus BC Mureș from Romania. The higher ranked team, in this case Demir Insat, will play the return leg of the qualifier at home. Then we have a special case for the draw. Should from the Basketball Champions League qualification, Juventus Utena or Tartu Rock join the FIBA Euro Cup as losers, they will be integrated in Conference 1, despite the other teams from the respective country being in Conference 2. This is due to a different regionalization of the Basketball Champions League qualification round draw. We'll get right into it, and to help me with the draw today, I would like to ask my colleague, Ms. Sinead Gordon, on stage. And we will have Mr. XY coming to us to help us draw the balls. We will start now with the draw for Conference 1. As you can see, there's 4 seeds with 5 teams each, and we will draw 5 groups with 4 teams each. I'll leave this for the last moment when you guys are on stage. The main principle here is that clubs from the same country who are directly registered for the FIBA Europe Cup will not be drawn in the same group. However, teams coming from Basketball Champions League qualification rounds can be from the same country in the same group. There's too many possibilities for us to, which makes it impossible for us to exclude it. Which in Conference 1 there is only one case that can occur with directly registered clubs, is the winner of the qualifier between Kömen and Sopron is going to be a Hungarian team, and we will make sure that they will not be drawn together with the Hungarian team, which is in C. First team drawn is Nanterre, going into Group A. And the next team drawn is BCM Gravelines Dunkerque, into Group B. Elan Bernet from France into Group C. Telecom Baskets Bonn.
Hansen almost takes it away, and he does take it away from James.
And Elan Cologne.
Hansen almost takes it away, and he does take it away from James.
We'll be done in 5 minutes.
What?
Move over. Yeah, make sure it's 1, 2, 3.
One-handed.
Moving over to the second seat. Drawn is Hubo-Limburg United.
Says thank you very much.
Next team drawn is Belfius Mons. Oberwart from Austria into Group C. Alba Fehérvár from Hungary into Group D.
Le Colisée Chalon wondered whether the finals day could match day one, but boy did it deliver. An incredible comeback win for Fraport Skyliners over Rehearsal, handing them a first ever European title. And delight for the hosts too, as Alon Chalon delivered a bronze medal win over NSC to their fanatic.
Moving over to Seed 3, which contain the winner of the qualifier
Did
for
it
the
deliver?
Cup, as well as the
Le
teams
Colisée
coming from BCL Basketball Championship round 2, the losers of these games, and we will start with the first team. That is loser of
Le Colisée Chalon wondered whether the finals day could match day one, but boy did it deliver. An incredible comeback win for Fraport Skyliners over Rehearsal, handing them a first ever European title. And delight for the hosts too, as Alon Chalon delivered a bronze medal win over NSC to their fanatical support. Here's how it was done. Welcome to day 2 of the Final Four wrap. A superb crowd was treated to an all.
which is Kataja or Södertälje versus Spiru. This is the winner of
Guns
the
blazing
Cup
start.
qualifier,
Matthias
versus
Lesau's basket on the buzzer, a portent for what was to follow from him and the French side.
We move to Group E. Versus Bakenor Sassari.
Le Col
Sassari. Completes the teams from Seed 3. We will quickly move over to Seed 4. Seed 4 contains the losers of
Le Colisée Chalon wondered whether the finals day could match day one, but boy did it deliver. An incredible comeback win for Fraport Skyliners over Rehearsal, handing them a first ever European title. And delight for the hosts too, as Alon Chalon delivered a bronze medal win over NSE to their fanatical support. Here's how it was done. Welcome to day 2 of the Final Four wrap.
Porto and Juventus, Utena from Lithuania into Group B.
A superb crowd was treated to an all-guns-blazing start. Matthias Lesau's basket on the buzzer, a portent for what was to follow from him and the French side. They were unstoppable in the second, with Lesau dunking twice.
No look passing, guess who but Lesau.
And coming up big at the other end of the court.
Loser of pairing 4 between Donar and Tartu into Group E. And this completes the groups. Now we will just draw the numbers for the lines to determine the order of play. We'll have those prepared.
Le Colisée Chalon.
And for the second one, you can't skip one because we don't have enough. Okay. You can. And that's number 3. Sobald ich Nummern sage, musst du umschalten, Sebastian. Vorher schon. Yeah, number 2. Number 1. And number 4.
Le Colisée Chalon wondered.
This for Eurobasket qualifier, and then it was like I don't know, Sasha Volkov or Sabonis, and they were like Lithuania, and then Conference 1.
Le Colisée Chalon wondered whether the finals day could match day 1.
Okay, now we will take a few moments. Thank you, Mr. X. Yeah, now we play the video. Actually, the thing with the tables was not so bad, huh? Having the bags below the tables and stuff. And you know, you were not here. Anyway, they had the balls on the tables, and.
Le Colisée Chalon wondered whether the finals day could match day 1, but boy did it deliver. An incredible comeback win for Fraport Skyliners over Rehearsal, handing them a first ever European title. And delight for the hosts too, as Alon Chalon delivered a bronze medal win over NSE to their fanatical support. Here's how it was done. Welcome to day 2 of the Final Four wrap. A superb crowd was treated to an all-guns-blazing start. Matthias Lesau's basket.
No, you can stand on the other end, really. Because otherwise you cross again. Yeah. Yeah, but you're walking through the main camera. So put the empty bags on the other end. Yeah. Yeah, we're ready? Let's go. Mr. Z. Mr. Z. Okay. Now we will continue with the draw for Conference 2. This is a bit different draw because we have a different number of teams coming from Basketball Champions League qualifications. It will be a bit special in seeds 3, 4, and 5, but I will explain the procedure before we start with the draw for seed 3, because the teams in seed 1 and 2 will be drawn into the groups straight, and we will do just that. Let's start with seed 1. And this is BC Charlet from Lithuania into Group F. Steaua Bucharest from Romania into Group G. July. Yeah. Enisei Krasnoyarsk from Russia into Group H. Royal Hali Gaziantep from Turkey into Group I. And BSC Prinai from Lithuania into Group J. I mean, it will take longer for her to open and show anyway. Don't worry about that. Yeah. And we move over. We changed it back to Royal Hali yesterday because I was so sure it's Royal Hali. Oh, shit. I didn't know that. I was like, why does it say Gaziantep basketball? We'll change it. We'll have a spare slip. We'll just exchange the slip. Okay. Next team is Bnei Herzliya from Israel into Group F. Kannst du, Sebastian, nach dem ersten Seed wieder zurück zu Group F gehen, automatisch? Also scrollen. Okay. This is Sigal Pristina from Kosovo into Group G. Pardubice from Czech Republic into Group H. Pardubice. This is TLU Kalev Tallinn into Group I. One more. And Peja from Kosovo into Group J. Okay, what we have now remaining in the draw are two teams which are directly registered for the FIBA Europe Cup. In Seed 3, Apoel Nicosia and the winner
On the buzzer, a portent for what was to follow from him and the French side. They were unstoppable in the second, with Lesaur dunking twice.
Passing! Guess who but Lesaur?
And coming up big at the other end of the court too, as they raced into a 20-point lead. Devin Booker got in on the act in the third. And Ilian Efsimov's contribution from downtown kept the score growing. He led Shalom with 19 points and 8 rebounds. NSC tried to rally in the fourth.
Taylor, another three-pointer. Line it up, baby. Line it up, Tony Taylor.
But Booker helped Shalom hit the century as he finished with 14 points and 8 boards. They lived up to their billing as the best offensive team in the tournament for a well-deserved bronze medal, much to the delight of a sellout home crowd.
Yeah, we owe it to them. They've been supporting us all season. We're a little disappointed about the loss in the first game, but we came back. We showed a lot of character tonight, got the win.
And so to the final, which was as tight as expected early on. But it soon burst into life with Phil Scrubb and Johannes Voigtman combining to superb effect. Chris Wright had the perfect response.
And Wright is able to launch it. Oh, and he makes it! Can you believe it?
Varese showed their prowess on defense too. Malik Waynes remained hot from the semi-final. He managed 16 points on the night. Fraport was showing their defensive strength, but it looked ominous for the Germans, down by as many as 12 in the third. Then the fourth quarter fight back, led by Final Four MVP Quintez Robertson.
Robertson again. Good! He has come to the party.
Jordan Theodore tied the game for the first time since the opening quarter. And an inexplicable late foul handed him the chance to seal a remarkable comeback. The American delivered, handing Fraport a first ever European title.
Me being a captain and a leader on this team, I just tried to come out and find a way to get some easy buckets for our team and get a momentum going for our team. And I was able to do that by making some big shots, some tough shots in the fourth quarter and the second half. It's going to be a crazy party. We deserve this one tonight.
With such quality on display, our choice for play of the day was a tough one, but it came from the winners, Fraport's Johannes Voigtman.
No look past him, Voigtman, and Fraport had the lead for the first time in the game.
A worthy winner, as were his team. Congratulations to them, and thanks to you for watching.
Between the Lisbon and Smoky, they go into
Number one.
loser of QR1 pairing 4 between Ajax and Push. They go into Group G. Macht nichts, können wir nicht verhindern. That is loser of pairing 2 of qualifying round 1 between Igokea and Mornar. They go into Group H. Now we have the remaining team from qualifying round 2, pairing 3, the loser of Lukoil versus Oradea or Privitza, into Group I. And the last one is 9, Sebastian, 9, andersrum. Ich habe gerade gesagt, loser of pairing 3. Ah ja, okay. Das ist ein bisschen schwierig, wenn die übrig bleiben. The first one was loser of qualifying round 2, pairing 3. And because we don't have qualifying round 2 written there, it's the one without. That's why Lukoil versus Oradea or Privitza, yes. They go in I. Yeah. And yes, they go into J. Okay, that concludes the groups, and we will now draw the numbers for the lines to determine the order of play. First number drawn is number 2, followed by number 1, number 3, and number 4. And this, ladies and gentlemen, concludes the draw for the FIBA Europe Cup season 2016-2017. Thank you, Mr. Zed, for helping us with the draw. We will now have a lunch break of 45 minutes to an hour. An hour. Yeah, they can't discuss much. Yeah. And you don't know the opponents also, most of them. We will meet here again in an hour for a little presentation and to at 1:30, and to give some information, and then to determine game dates and game times as much as it is possible at this stage. Thank you. Yeah, general stuff.